McKay and seconded by trustee Miller, and carried on a 5-0 vote that the board reject all 10 claims in the matter of Jordan Foote against Ventura County Community College District. That was in the matter of 401, and then 402. It was moved and seconded by trustee McKay, seconded by trustee Perez, carried on a 5-0 vote to suspend employee number 900405531 without pay for 15 days. So that takes us then to the pledge. Ms. Banks, would you lead us in the pledge? Agenda. We'll go to item 8.
A requirement to cut costs. In the event of Proposition 30 failing at the polls next month, this budget will be cut even more and into reserves. I suggest a way to cut costs of premises by canceling the lease for the current district headquarters at 255 West Stanley Avenue, as is allowed in the amendment to the lease signed January 10 of 2012. The district staff could relocate to one or several of the current campus locations. The base of the lease calls for a month. Sue Johnson estimated that the lease will cost the district approximately $375,000 yearly at the September 12 meeting. Additional costs for the IT server for computers and telephone equipment are among other secondary costs incurred in order to maintain a presence at this off-campus location. Moreover, the cost of time and accessibility to the campus, especially from eastern Ventura County, will be reduced. And you may notice there are a lot more people attending this meeting than the September meeting. This saves time and transportation costs for both district employees and the general public. Your lease provides you the opportunity to cancel anytime during 24 months of the lease extension with 6 calendar months of notice, as long as it's done before January 31, 2014. I urge you to consider this suggestion. The cost saved would be welcome dollars redirected to benefit students directly.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jim Gilmer is up, and Rocio Cabrera is next.
Good afternoon, Jim Gilmer. As a community stakeholder, I just wanted to take a few moments to just let you know, as a Oxnard resident and supporter of Oxnard College, that we are doing everything we can in the community, meaning the community representatives and organizations that I work with, to support the tax initiatives. Number one, we realize the urgency of those, and we are rallying our neighbors, friends, other organizations, churches, to support that initiative. Secondly, I'm here to support the student athletes who are represented very much here today, and I want to applaud you for coming out. Some of them had to go back to class, but we understand that athletics are facing a very critical crunch time. As a co-chair of the Save Oxnard College Athletics program, we're still moving ahead with a full fundraising effort, and we want to take this energy and advocacy to let you know that we will be engaged in the process this year, as well as moving forward to ramp up our fundraising and leveraging efforts, as well as working with some of the other programs that are on the chopping block as well. So we look forward to having community partnership, brainstorming with you during these very difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lucia Cabrera, and then Amanda Hoffman to follow.
Hello, my name is Lucia Cabrera, and I am an Oxnard College dental hygiene student. I'm first generation U.S. citizen and growing up in the Heights Village. I have worked as a dental assistant for many years, but decided to further my education and become a registered dental hygienist. Being from Ventura County and looking into for the program being here, I would have never taken any of my prerequisites here. These prerequisites include anatomy, chemistry, microbiology, physiology, organic and biochemistry, biology, and fitness and nutrition. I personally know many students attending Oxnard College that are currently taking prerequisites to apply for the dental hygiene program. If this program were to be cut, the students would no longer have the opportunity to stay in the community and receive an affordable education for a well-paying career. Also, these students would probably not be taking their prerequisites at Oxnard College, therefore those classes would also be affected. I have family members that have lost their jobs and a very old grandmother that has no dental insurance. And the hygiene program provides the opportunity to receive affordable dental care. Not only are my family members benefiting from the Oxnard College program, but many members of the community as well. Please take into consideration of saving this program as it benefits many individuals. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Amanda Hoffman, and I'm a student of the Dental Hygiene Program, class of 2013. And I just wanted to take a minute to address the board to kind of explain what the program has meant to me. I wouldn't have been able to afford a 4-year college education without this program. I probably would have ended up cutting hair or retail for the rest of my life. I wasn't able to afford, had I got into another program down south, I couldn't have afforded moving or the cost of transportation. This program has opened many doors for me, and I'm sure will continue. And it's sad to think of this opportunity being taken away from people just like myself. I've lived in the community all my life as my family, decades and decades back. I just want to express how important it is to people as well as the community. I mean, we're only 16 people right now in the program, and that looks like you're not supporting as much of the college students as with other programs, but the amount that we do for the community is unmeasurable. I mean, we serve 4 patients a week times 16 students, and that's a lot that we do, and there's patients who come to us every 6 months for their cleanings because that's all they can afford. And it's a high standard of care, and without this program, I feel like you're denying many people the opportunity and access to health care, especially in our community, in our county. We see patients from Ventura, Oxnard, Camarillo, Santa Barbara. It would just be a sad thing to see for our program to go, considering we do benefit not just the people in the program, but the community as a whole, which is the goal of our community college, I feel like. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kristen is up, and Lizzie Martin follows.
Good afternoon. My name is Kristen Molina, and I am currently a dental hygiene student here at Oxnard College. I am saddened to hear that there has been an interest in the discontinuance of the dental assisting and dental hygiene programs. Removing the dental hygiene program would mean that the many students interested in pursuing dental hygiene will have to go elsewhere. That would mean having to drive all the way to Los Angeles to attend the nearest dental hygiene program. Many students cannot afford to attend to go to a different school for dental hygiene due to the financial struggle. I myself cannot afford to leave the area to attend a different college offering dental hygiene due to financial struggles and with the current economy. Currently, I am staying with relatives so that I can attend Oxford College's dental hygiene program. There is currently an increase in the need for dental hygienists as the awareness and need for oral care increases. This program allows for local students to give back and provide oral care, not just to Oxnard, but the county as well. Many students applying for this program are currently taking or have taken their prerequisite courses here at Oxnard College. If the program were to be discontinued, many students may take their prerequisites such as anatomy, microbiology, chemistry, and English elsewhere. This program provides critical dental care to everyone in our community. Many of our patients are those who are uninsured and come from low-income families. If this program were to be eliminated, those that are in need of dental care will have nowhere else to seek dental treatment and therefore will be left untreated. Please keep the students and community in mind when deciding your health. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Ms. Martin is up, and then Marta Errazo to follow.
Hi, my name is Lizzie Martin, and I'm a mother of 2 boys. I am 33 years old, and this is very universal. I've been a dental assistant for many years, just like a
the dental hygiene program is allowing me to make sure that my boys and my family have a secure life once I graduate. I have been on my own since I was 18, and life has been very difficult. I know how it is to live paycheck by paycheck, and it's very worrisome, especially when you have kids, because you have to provide for them, obviously. As a hygienist, I know that I will be able to provide for them, like I said, and I will graduate this May, and I will be just devastated if this program goes. I'm a first-generation college student. Both my parents and my in-laws did not attend college or high school. And I am fortunate to be part of the dental hygiene program here at Oxnard College. If this program wasn't here, I would not be attending any other school. The commute and price to the nearest other hygiene school would be something that I would not be able to afford. And my little 1998 Dodge Neon would not make it up. So anyway. With that dental hygiene program, I have been able to reach out to a diverse community, which is, you know, like Kirsten said, not just Oxnard, but Ventura, Fillmore, you know, Santa Paula. And most of my patients are just hardworking patients. They work on the fields, they work on fabrics, they work at home, and I have been in their shoes. I did not get my first dental treatment until I was 22, or dental cleaning. I, you know, lost a couple of teeth due to that, and I consider myself young for having, you know, 2 teeth missing. So I know what it is to be on their shoes. And people who are in need of this care, but like I said, they like them to get that on a private office. If it wasn't for us, I really don't think they would be able to set foot on a private office. And they're very grateful, which makes you feel really, really good. Please have a community. I urge you to have a community and ourselves in mind when it comes to your decision. I am a proud student. I am very proud to be a Condor, and I'm very proud of our program. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Ms. Arazo, and then Christina Campos.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marta Erazo. I came to this country when I was 23 years old. I didn't know any English, so I started from the bottom. I started taking ESL classes. I took all my classes for my AA. I got my AA in 2007. And I see myself as a strong woman. I've been working really hard. I did all after my AA, I did all my prerequisites for dental hygiene. Luckily, I got accepted in 2010. I didn't have no money, so I gotta do the dental assistant in a while because I didn't want to spend my time. So after that, I reapplied for the hygiene program, and I feel so sad because one of my sisters, she's trying to apply for the program. We don't have support from anybody. And I please to everybody to consider all this, not only for me, but for all the people. I got inspired to do this program. First time when I was a patient in that program, I don't have insurance right now. I don't have money. So I've been working really hard. When I did the dental assistant program, I had 2 jobs. And I was doing school, and it was really hard for me to save all that money. So please consider all that so that we, you know, you can help not only me, but you can help future generations. Thank you.
Ms. Campos, and then Mirko Ocampo after that.
Hello, my name is Christina Campos. I'm currently a student attending the dental assisting program. I am really sad to hear that I was able to attend the Senate meeting yesterday. And to my surprise, the dental assisting program is on the chopping block whether or not the POP passes or doesn't pass. which is very surprising to me, especially because this school, time and time again, we say that we want to serve our community and our students, yet I feel that you guys are putting us at a chopping block and almost setting a student like myself up for failure, only because as a dental assistant, you don't need prerequisite classes. You can come out of high school, go into the program, and have a set career with a decent living. Someone like myself, I have a 2-year-old daughter. I have my AA, and unfortunately, that's not enough to get me a decent job. The dental assisting program not only allows me to get prepared to be prepared to have a job right after completion of the program, but it also, it just helps in the sense that knowing I'm gonna have a set career. Like I said, with the AA, I don't have a job, I wouldn't be able to have a set career, and me coming from a low-income family, I don't have the money to continue my education, which is sad for myself. Especially because I want to be a role model to my daughter and my little brother. And I feel like if you cut programs like this down, you're just setting, you're setting our community up for failure. Like I said, these are programs that help students like myself succeed and give us a chance to actually make something of ourselves in our lives and to show our children that things are possible. So I want to ask you that you please just reconsider your decisions when it comes to trying to eliminate the programs. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Ocampo, and then Vivian Linares to follow.
Good afternoon. My name is Mirko Ocampo. My school, I take classes in engineering technology. They want us here, they want to carry that classes. And like everybody here, I immigrated here in the United States like 10 years ago. I speak all English. There's my Spanish, completely different to Mexico. I come from Peru. And what happened? Oxnard College gave me a lot of opportunities. This opportunity was to speak English better. They have take the classes, technology classes. Right now, working the base. That class helped me get a new job because I was a lab porter, washing cars all day in the sun, and then that helped me a lot. And now, well, I was thinking, well, the people in the college, you know what, you can go to university too. I'm not older. No, you can go. And then that's okay. And I take the classes, I take my A's, and then my education, I take my technology classes, and I needed the engineering classes too, or finish my transfer classes. And he wanna got it. And also, the other classes, I needed a lot. And that's why I asked you guys board, please knock out that classes, because I need to transfer, I need for my future, because I want to be an engineer in IT, and I want to transfer to Channel Island. In the future, I want to apply to, I'm already employed, so I want to transfer to NAPSI. NAPSI is the laboratory for the Navy, and I needed that kind of bachelor, that kind of background. The Oxnard College already gave it to me, but I need to finish. And also, I want to, can you please know about the other departments that you see my college asking for not cut it, because we need it. And we need education for us. Because we also is like immigration, and there's a lot of people in this town. And then thank God that I see me at Oxnard, because I didn't speak at all English. And there's a lot of people who speak Spanish and help me to transfer the point to the Spanish to English, and then be better for my society, for my city. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Linares, and then Rian Anzag after that.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Vivian Inez, and I do live in Ventura County as well, and I'm here to speak about my experience and how I got into the dental hygiene program as well. I come from a low-income family, and I'm the first student to go to college. My parents don't have me either elementary or middle school or high school education, so my mother doesn't know how to read or write, so I help my parents out a lot. And before thinking about even becoming dental hygienist, I did consider going into the nursing program. I was a volunteer for over 5 years at St. John's Hospital here on Rose Avenue. And I got my associate's degree from Moorpark College, and I graduated with honors, and I did consider going into USC as a dental hygiene student, but I knew it was over $50,000. And I wasn't going to be able to afford it because I came from a low-income family. So I turned back and looked and went online and researched, schools that were closer to where I lived and where I can, receive a dental hygiene certification and education as well. So then I looked back and I noticed that Oxnard College had one, so then I applied for the program. So if the dental hygiene program wasn't here, I wouldn't have, came to the school at all. And I know this program, is helping me get an education and profession, and is also helping a lot of our local residents also, and students like myself that don't have, come from a low-income family to get an education, get a well-paying job. And as Lizzie spoke in Rocio, I was a dental assistant as well for 5 years. It took me a long time to get my associate degree because I had to work full-time as a dental assistant to even get through my associate degree and get all my prerequisites to apply for the program. And I think this program actually does serve a lot of our community because, as Lizzie said, we help out all the community, people that don't have any money. A lot of my family members come here to get dental care. I personally don't have any dental care or health insurance as well, or my parents. So I do tell a lot of people about this program, and we do serve a lot of people. And, we charge our patients, a fee to be seen. So all that money is somehow, helping the school as well. So, I just want you to reconsider, cutting the program because it's helping a lot of us out. Thank you very much.
Lindsay, you get to follow.
Good afternoon. My name is Prinban Sag, and I was a dental assistant graduate and as well as a dental hygiene graduate from Oxnard College program. I was called at lunch today by Dr. Enriquez to speak on behalf of the dental programs here at Oxnard College. I was scheduled to work at 6:30 until 6:30 today, and I knew how important this was, and I tried to cancel my patients in the afternoon because I knew that I couldn't refuse this opportunity to speak to you. So we've heard a lot of reasons why the program shouldn't be cut. I was working as an on-the-job trained dental assistant, and while I was working there, I felt that there was such a gap in knowledge being an on-the-job trained assistant. So I thought I would further my education by attending the assistant program at Oxnard College. And while we were in the program, we were driven to learn as much as we could about the dental field and all the procedures, and I felt that this was able to raise the standard of care at whatever office I was employed at. And with all due respect to the on-the-job trained assistants, there are so many things that are not being taught to us. Did you know that there was essentially 5 different ways to brush your teeth? And I asked assistants that are trained on the job, and they can't tell me what's the best type of toothbrushing technique, and that there are essentially 5 different techniques. So I just feel like the programs give you so much knowledge, they train you to be so proficient, and I'm so prideful that people that we are releasing into the dental healthcare professions are so knowledgeable. Somebody working on me, I know I can ask them which type of brushing technique would be best for me. Anyways, and also as a hygienist, they hold you to the same exact standards of excellence, and we give our best to our patients. And the dental hygiene program provides, as you've heard, critical role in the community. First and foremost, we provide dental education to elementary schools in the area. Early childhood care is a big issue nowadays, and we're starting with pre-K, kindergarten, elementary schools, and we are teaching all these children that their dental health, oral health is so important to them. So we're preventing so many unnecessary diseases for children. And not only that, we're educating faculty members. We've been stopped in the middle of our presentations by teachers asking us, oh, there is a way to brush a certain way with an electric toothbrush. You know, yes, there is. Just because you have an electric toothbrush is not a magic wand. There is a certain way you're supposed to be brushing. Secondly, the services we provide for the patients who can't afford these treatments. A lot of the people here are afraid to go to the dentist because they know that it's going to cost them a lot of money. So we are able to provide affordable services, fluoride, varnish, sealants, and cleanings, of course. And finally, we do volunteer at VA hospitals and free clinics who are in desperate need of dental health care providers. We participate in community oral health and health events, such as varnish clinics and health fairs. And we do understand that there are a lot of things going on in the world. There are a lot of unfortunate things in our economy and such. But health is one thing that we shouldn't compromise on. And with all the things mentioned, I like to think that we are an essential part of this community's health and growth.
Thank you very much, Ms. Fugate, and then Karen Cross to follow.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the board, community members. As many testimonies as we've seen, personally from my program, the dental hygiene program, the dental assisting program, you guys can all see how much this program means to our community, to our staff, to our students. There's just no way to measure the impact that our program has had in this area. I graduated in May. All of my fellow students, we've all got jobs. We're all in the community. There are many present students who are in the program, but that being said, Sugar took off the day because she has a job. That being said, I'm here to speak on behalf of the graduates of Oxnard College. We know that the economic hardships on this school are hard. We know that our program does take up a significant amount of the funds. That being said, isn't it worth it to see all the changes we can make, all the improvements in the community? The nature of our set of skills is specialized. We are highly sought after. We have an opportunity to make a difference in the community, and we got these specialized set of skills in our school, in this college, at Oxnard College. The staff wholeheartedly dedicate the advancements of our program. The students give up their lives and commit time and dedication required to become successful at this. That being said, I'd also like to speak on behalf of another student who's not able to be here today. So here goes. The Oxnard College Dental Hygiene Program, the very best dental hygienists are the ones who graduate from Oxnard College. He said he would choose an Oxnard student over any other because he knows the program goes above and beyond to produce the best hygienists and assistants that he's seen. We have the best teachers, 100% passing rate, and our schools or national boards have been highest in the nation. That shows how amazing this program truly is. If we lose this program, the dental profession loses as well. Taking away the program takes away an amazing future for so many. So as you can see, this program means so much to so many people, and I know it's difficult. You guys only have a certain budget, and that being said, but I'd like to sway your decision in that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Cross is up, and Jim Chong to follow. I probably messed that up.
Good afternoon. My name is Amy Hills. I am a student of the dental hygiene program right now. I am from Peru. I came to the United States 6 years ago, and I was always in the field of dentistry. When I was here in a new country with a new language, I started taking classes because one of my goals it was be in the field of dentistry again. When I found out about the Oxnard College, I moved to Oxnard. I have 2 kids, 2-year-old and 5-year-old. My husband works in Santa Barbara, and when I was living before in Santa Barbara, I was taking my prerequisite when I was working as a dental assistant. So being a full-time student and taking classes here in the Oxnard College, give me the strength to continue with my goals, being part of this community school. Right now, I'm so grateful that in 8 months I'm going to be a graduate of the program of dental hygiene. I'm going to be working for this community, serve to this community that give me a lot. And I want that you take in consideration that don't remove this program. For sure there are many as me, many students that wants to have a better life, that wants to have a better education. And this program opened the door for that person. As I say, the dental hygiene program is so important. It's one of the diamonds that Oxnard College has. So take in consideration that. Thank you.
Ms. Chong?
Hi, yeah, my name is Jinju Chong. I'm coming from South Korea, and I was a foreigner for this country. And how I found this school exists because I searched in the internet and then I type in dental hygiene program, and then it shows in Oxnard College. If it's not in Oxnard College doesn't have a dental hygiene program, probably a lot of foreigners, they don't know this school exists. And a lot of foreigners looking for the want to study for medical field in this country, in California. So it's really important to keep this program in order to, kind of, like advertise, not advertising, but, let other foreigners to know this school exists. And I had a bachelor degree in other country, but I know that if you don't have a skill or professional knowledge, it's harder to get a job, even though you had graduate the English or psychology. It's harder to get a job, those people. So please reconsideration for dental hygiene program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Victor Manuel Arredondo and Andres Orozco.
Good afternoon. I'm Victor Manuel, and I'd like to ask the board to reconsider cutting all the English ESL classes because they helped me out a lot. I'm a returning student from last year, my first year. After 30 years, I've graduated, and I need all the English help because I'm disabled right now. I'm disability, or SSI. I won't be able to afford to go to any other college besides the community college. And what I heard the plan, they want to cut so many of these English classes, and I really need the work because right now I'm learning a lot. Hopefully by next May I'll graduate from the Addictive Disorder Studies, and I'll be a drug and alcohol counselor. And I need to learn all the English and do my reports, and I'm just asking you guys consideration and understand how we feel, how I feel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Orozco?
Good afternoon, everybody. Chair, Chancellor, welcome. My name is Andres Orozco. I'm a lead faculty in film and television at Oxnard College. And first of all, I want to start by saying thank you once again for the 1-year reprieve you gave us to revamp our program. I'm happy to report that we've been working diligently on revamping the program. A lot of frontiers to battle. It was curriculum development. You asked for employability, and we've been working very hard to offer a 1-year certificate program where students come in and 1 year get their certificate and continue working. We've also reached out to industry giants, if you will. Red Camera, the industry leading camera, is going to be here on campus on Saturday for a workshop here at our new studio. We've invited students from all over the valley, all over the county, from Moore Park also. From some Brooks students who are going to be here, actually, the irony of that, to learn the red camera and how it's used. We've also focused on transfer rate, and we're looking to partner with local universities. And I just want to say that I'm looking forward to presenting a plan of action to the Board of Trustees when our year reprieve is up, or maybe sooner. We sent a draft proposal to our president in spring, and it was a draft. We have yet to hear from Mr. Duran personally. I know he's busy, and I hope we can find time to meet with us and talk about the report, and hopefully collaborate with us to make it a strong plan of action for all of you. I also want to say, to the President's credit, the process this year has been very transparent and very professional, and I know that has to do because of his leadership. I also want to quickly say that last month the TV Guide channel donated a TV set to our studio. It's about a $5,000 value. They donated that to us. And the person who spearheaded that was Greg Cabrera, a former student. He passed away about a month ago, tragically. But we hope to maybe one day name the control room after him, because he was such a great person. We also had the advisory meet this Saturday. Our Vice President, Anna John, has asked for a more diverse advisory group, and we did that. More professionals are on the committee this year, and I'm going to include those minutes in the plan of action that we'll be forwarding to the board. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That concludes our public comments. We'll now move to item 1001, Associated Student Government. Trustee Valenzuela.
Alright, first I would like to call up Mr. Chavez from Ventura College.
I'm used to getting up for that speech and stuff.
You can't.
Feeling a little lazy. Maybe just not talking. There you go. A little closer. Okay. So I just want to take first off of this moment to kind of speak my thought out loud, and just to remind myself and all of us here that we're public servants, and that these stories we hear are not just FTESs or numbers on paper, but they're real people, and with real stories and real tears that really affect each one of their lives, our decisions, and the way we represent them. So that's an important factor we have to remember. I know it's really easy to get bogged down in what we have to do, and I know I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so I'm kind of thinking about other things, but it's important to remember that these are the people that we serve and also represent. So, to keep on going with business, the Associated Students of Ventura College have drafted a support of Proposition 30, and so I'll read that out loud. The Associated Students of Ventura College hereby decree, we as the elected representatives of the student body deem it imperative for the welfare of the students to support Proposition 30 on the November 6, 2012 ballot. A little simple thing, but we're hoping to make some phone calls to some people and just kind of mobilize the efforts that we have. A little more fun things, we are having a Halloween event in the coming weeks, just painting some pumpkins and allowing our students to come and just have some fun and relax from the classes. This event is geared towards our night students, which is something that kind of gets lost to a lot of people, because 14,000 students, and there's a lot of kids in the nighttime classes. More of those students just come and go, but we really want them to be involved as well. And our first inter-club council meeting is next week on Tuesday, and that'll really help clubs kind of mobilize and really get them involved and hopefully help us advocate for them. And I believe that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next would be President Cindy Avalos from Oxnard College.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. So first off, the student government on campus, we're actually registering people. We have a staff deal, but we're doing it person to person, and we are informing them about Proposition 30. We have informed a couple of our students, especially the dental hygiene, dental assisting, and I believe Juan, a representative for PBC, has been talking to athletics. I just had to say that yesterday, Erica and Jonas did the recommendation to Academic Senate that dental assisting and television still be cut regardless of Proposition 30. I find that very disrespectful because PBC has been, making recommendations based upon Proposition 30 failure. So if it doesn't pass, that's what we're recommending. If it does pass, I believe that our campus should be cushioned and that we should keep these programs because just like Daniel just said, they have 14,000 students at Ventura. We have 7,000. And if we eliminate these programs when there's no need to eliminate them, our students are going to go down. Our campus is so small right now. We need these students. We need our community to get their education. We need your help to keep these programs because I feel like it's very disrespectful to not, take in consideration the time and effort that these people have been putting into in this committee to what is the best for our college. And for that to just be ignored, I don't find it acceptable at all. And I just wanted to say that I have personally been talking to people out in the community, not even as in the student government, but just as a person, because I feel like this proposition is so big, not only for community colleges, but also to our community. And we need this to pass, but I don't believe that you should give people the wrong information and say this is going to help our community college, and then when it comes down to it passing, you're not helping them because we are here for our community and we need to help them. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of this recommendation made yesterday at Academic Senate and that it is following by the recommendations of PBC, what they have made. My board is very helpful and they have been out there, and we are actually planning a Halloween event as well. We're hoping for it to be all-day event for our morning students and our afternoon and evening students, because we do have a lot of evening students who sometimes do get left out of all the activities. And we're also planning to have the Child Development Center there, bringing their children over. So we're looking forward to that day. We're looking forward to Election Day. Obviously, we want everyone to go out there and vote. And I just want to take this time to tell all my students here from Oxnard College to take the time out there and go vote on November 6th, because this proposition needs to be passed. It needs to be passed for us. It needs to pass to our community. And we need to get out there and vote as students, because we have so many students, and if we just all went out there and voted, we would get anything else passed. We just have to go out there and vote and use our voice, because this is our time to shine. This is our time to show our voice, and I just really want to make sure that everyone is, active on this day, and even if it's by mail, you going out to your polling place, there's a lot of information on the internet to find your polling place. If you guys can't find it, you guys are welcome to come to our student center. It's always open for our students. So just take in consideration that it's not just today, it is not just this year. There will always be budget cuts. If you want to be able to help the next generation coming into the school, coming into dental hygiene, dental assisting, or whichever programs we still have, and making sure that they survive. And this is how we make sure they survive, by voting and making sure that they hear us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is President of Moore Park College, AS, Saeed Shah.
Thank you, everyone, and hello, everybody. I'm Sayed Shah, the president from Oakland College, and I apologize. I was notified on a very short notice that our representative to this meeting could not make it, so I came instead. The board at the Oakland College just recently started, so far we've funded welcome weeks for the faculty at Oakland College. We've filled 3 vacancies to the board and appointed 3 new officers. We've funded about $4,000 from the programming fund to organizations on campus for their expenses. Next goal for the board is to be able to organize board members' time to dedicate and volunteer in the AS office. So in the long run, the board can save about $20,000 annually for 1 year. Next coming event is we're trying to plan and organize Civics Day and have political parties come on campus and inform students of the new, about Prop 30. And that's all for now.
Thank you very much. And for my report, within the past month, I got a chance to sit down with President of Oxnard College, Dr. Duran, to discuss the federal student loan program. Apparently, Oxnard College hasn't offered them for almost 20 years, back from like 1993, due to a high default rate, which Oxnard College did voluntarily step out of the program due to that. Also, I have a student leader coming up from NorCal, coming down from NorCal, who's actually serving the community colleges within San Bernardino County, LA, and Ventura County to try and offer federal student loans to students. She's an intern for the TCAS, the Institute for College Access and Success, to find ways how we can still offer this. I'm going to be working with the Oxnard College AS to survey students, see how many of them accept private student loans and how it affects them attending community college. Sometime in September, we held, I hosted, along with other student leaders in the region, a student training workshop for student governments, which was heavily attended by Moorpark and Oxnard College students and a couple from Ventura as well. There we had workshops on student leadership. We had the board governor student member, Ning Yang, come down to host a workshop and have resolutions, and our guest speaker was former assembly member, Pedro Nava, who was quite inspirational and loved by all. And also, this past week, I went to legislative and planning committee meetings for the district, and one thing I wanted to recommend, I heard this weekend while listening in on a state student government meeting that possibly we can write together a resolution to make an opposition to performance-based funding for California community colleges, because as it said, like SB 1456, the Student Success Act, was just the tip of the iceberg for the new way California community colleges are going to be funded, and well, not funded, on priority enrollment, and that's just the beginning of a snowball effect. And that's my report. But also, I'd like to give each of the student representatives here a Ventura County Community College District pin. Thank you very much for coming out to this meeting. I know it was such a long drive, I know, especially from Moorpark and Ventura. Cindy, thank you very much for being here. I would like to give each of you one of these pins for congratulating you and coming to this and reporting to this board. Thank you.
Business services provided lots of data. Ms. Lisa Hopper, our institutional researcher, provided lots of data. We have our student success committee data. The programs have their own data. It was a lot. And in the end, the Planning and Budget Committee had to look at budget. I should probably mention that the reason the dental hygiene people are here is that it was noticed at Planning and Budget Committee that they are the most expensive program on campus. Now, it turns out that under at least one of the proposals under consideration, and I really want the dental hygienists to hear this. In fact, if Prop 30 passes, no one's cutting dental hygiene. Dental hygiene stays. Nobody's proposing to cut dental hygiene if in fact Prop 30 passes. So yay, if that happens. And there is a well thought out budgetary proposal that is floating around campus with different degrees of buy-in, in which even if Prop 30 fails, we still keep dental hygiene. So there's a way to do it. And it's taken a lot of creativity, it's taken looking at other programs and taking cuts elsewhere, which brings me back to wanting to mention that one of the guiding principles, for me at least, and for many of us, has become the board's own mission statement, which I'm actually going to quote to you briefly. You may recall that it says that your primary mission is to deliver transfer level courses and vocational training. And then other things, and it uses this phrase quite frequently, based on available resources. So there's stuff that you're supposed to deliver first, but other things are supposed to be delivered based on available resources. And some of the things that are based on available resources include student services, which surprised me, but I understand why now, I think. English as a second language, remedial, adult education, supplemental learning services that contribute to student success. Not for credit, recreational, those are all subject to funding, basically. And that explains, I think, some of the decisions made by administrators on campus about ESL. They're following your policy. They're looking at this mission statement and saying, we've got to support CTE, we've got to support transfer first. And that's what we're trying to do. And as you can imagine, as different people hit the information about this process, right, we've all gone through like anger and denial and negotiation and to some extent acceptance of the fact that we're a small college. Budget times are really bad. We'd like a little wiggle room. We'd like to be able to implement programs that would really service our students in unique and creative ways and be sustainable. So we are thinking really carefully about all of this. It's gone all the way from the recommending group through the EVP, through the Senate, and now rests on the desk of our president, who will be bringing forth, I think, highly data-driven and transparent recommendations. All of our meetings have been Brown Act. We've had as many as 100 people at our meetings. And in the audience tonight, behind me, you're seeing a lot of blue shirts, right? The athletes are still here. That's because, as we talked about last time, the athletes don't fall under the AB 4021 process. And the monies that go to support them are being looked at very closely because they don't fall under that top priority of the mission. And I gotta say that I think the only thing that's gonna save athletics at Oxnard College is if everybody gets out there and votes yes on Prop 30. If athletics at Oxnard College collapses, we will have 0 athletic programs, which will make us unique in this district. I think I was told that Ventura has 18 athletic sports. 17. That was very close for somebody who doesn't follow these things. But I myself did not realize until the athletics issue came up just how deeply this community really cares about athletics. Yes, they care about their teeth too. Everybody cares about their teeth. But they also care really strongly about athletics. And that's why, although they didn't come to the microphone tonight, and they're trying very hard to simply show you that they're here, and they also know that the board itself doesn't dole out money to athletes. But I just wanted to mention that that's back to that Prop 30 thing, and we very deeply appreciate the fact that the board took a stance and has taken and remains strong, for example, with the Vcccd issue, in making sure that Prop 30's well heard. Hopefully there's somebody here in the press tonight who will listen to us and really try to make these linkages. It won't just be Oxnard College that loses athletics. It will be many smaller public schools all across California. It won't be the kind of school system we all went to. It'll be a different kind of world that these students are going to school in. So yeah, we've been real busy here. Yes, there's SLOs and there's all the other things that we've been doing, but budgeting planning has been our primary task. Thank you.